Republican Congressman Ralph Norman announced late last week that he has tested positive for COVID. He does have symptoms, and he will now be quarantining for 10 days. Ralph Norman is, and has been since February, fully vaccinated against COVID-19. However, the reports say he got the breakthrough infection, which is pretty much media code for he's got the Delta variant. Much like Lindsey Graham, who, like Norman, is also from South Carolina. So, South Carolina delegations got some problems there going on with COVID, but Norman has a couple other problems as well. The most obvious one is the fact that Norman is part of a group of 3 Republicans, so him and 2 others, who are actually suing Nancy Pelosi in federal court for the mask mandate that the House of Representatives had earlier this year. And of course, now they have it back again. And Norman has no intention of ending this lawsuit even after he caught COVID. So you screwed around, whatever it is, ignoring mask advice, I guess you'd call it, because I'm not saying you got this on the House floor, but you know what the CDC has been saying recently. Mask up again. Even if you're vaccinated, you chose to not listen. Just like you chose to not listen when you got fined for not wearing a mask on the House floor, which is actually why he and these other Republicans are suing Nancy Pelosi. And he's not going to give it up. You know, we are seeing far too many instances of this. And I'm fairly confident Norman's going to pull through this. You know, he has been vaccinated at least, so he's not going to die from this most likely. I mean, it's a very, very, very tiny, tiny chance that that would even happen. So good for him. He's going to recover. He's going to live to fight another day. Unfortunately, his fight is going to be against the people trying to protect us. Last week, there was a story. Scott Appley, Republican official, county commissioner from the state of Texas, 45 years old, huge anti-vaxxer, anti-masker. His stuff was all over his social media accounts attacking both vaccines and masks. He died of COVID. He was admitted to the hospital actually 2 days after he trashed vaccines again on his social media. And he died last Wednesday, leaving behind a wife and a very young son. A son who's now going to grow up without a father because his father bought into all this anti-mask, anti-vax propaganda. Partisan propaganda at that. Norman did the right thing by being vaccinated. He's going to live to fight another day, as I said. People like Scott Appley are not. People like the anti-vaxxer who texted his wife before he died, "I wish I'd gotten the damn vaccine." Those people aren't going to live to fight another day. And those people might still be around if we didn't have these performance artists like Norman trying to make political statements by not wearing a mask on the House floor. See how it all circles back to the same thing, folks? When you see Republicans out there saying, "I'm not wearing a mask, that's tyranny. We can't have mandatory vaccinations. That's oppression somehow." All of these people rallying, railing against safety precautions. They're protected. But they're convincing the individuals who are not yet protected to put their lives at danger because they know they're going to be fine. So what does it matter to a guy like Norman in South Carolina if a Texas man dies? What does it matter to Norman if a Florida man dies? What's it matter to Ted Cruz if a South Carolinian dies? Eventually it'll hit home for these people. But in the case of Norman, I don't think it's going to make a difference with him. I think he is who he is. He's going to continue the performance art. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully he comes out and says, "Listen, thank God I was vaccinated. Please go do the same. I'd be dead if I wasn't vaccinated." That's what he needs to say. But I have little hope that he will. There are people out there who are basing their decisions solely on partisan politics. Not on science, not on conversations with their healthcare providers, but just because they think, I'm a Republican, Republicans are against this, so I'm against it too. It's not working so well for you. Drop the partisan crap and protect yourself and your family. Do it for your kids, do it for your spouse, do it for your parents, do it for whoever the hell you have to do it for. I don't care the reason, but protect yourself before you become one of these stories of, oh God, I wish I'd gotten the damn vaccine.